All right, thank you, Donald. Well, frustration is overheating with the stalled plan to reopen the state parks. So will this lead to the summertime blues?
As News 4 senior correspondent Rich Newberg reports, some parks could remain locked for the season unless lawmakers make cuts.
At Woodlawn Beach, there were more seagulls than beachgoers as the state park remains closed because no budget is in place in Albany.
I think it's a shame this beach has to be shut down like this. I mean, I don't really know what it costs to maintain it, but there's not many in this area whatsoever.
Triathletes Renee Knupp and Tim Gardner from Holland are going to do an open water swim at Woodlawn despite the closing.
We have this beautiful natural resource, and it's just laying dormant. And the budget is ridiculous.
Governor Patterson said he would not reopen the 41 closed parks across the state until lawmakers take $5 or $6 million from something else in the budget.
If we're going to do that, we have to pay for it. We can't pay for it in imaginary numbers. They have to be real.
Why not take the money from the Power Authority, said Senator George Maziarz. $65 million of authority money was swept into the general fund on Monday. Lawmakers said no to Maziarz's proposal.
I said, you're taking that from the Niagara Power Project. Let's use 6 of that to keep the parks open. And they rejected that.
Legislative leaders said they are still $2.5 billion away from a budget agreement. They have agreed to $1.7 billion in cuts to health and human services, $1.5 billion of reductions to education, and $1.2 billion in overall cuts to state operations. But they can't agree on $6 million for the parks.
If the governor wants to open the parks, he doesn't need legislative approval to do that.
Well, some believe the governor is holding the closed parks hostage in order to get a budget passed. It is now 55 days overdue.